May 10th, 2026. Iran just made the biggest mistake of this entire war. They didn't attack U.S. forces, they attacked U.S. allies. 3 of them. In one day. Qatar, the UAE, Kuwait. Drone strikes, oil facilities hit, ships attacked, infrastructure targeted. Iran just turned 3 neutral Gulf states into enemies, and the United States is watching. Here's what happened, why Iran did it, and why this might be the move that ends them. A cargo ship sails through Qatari territorial waters in the Persian Gulf. Early morning. Routine voyage from Abu Dhabi to Mesaid port. Then an Iranian drone strikes. Fire erupts on deck. Crew scrambles. The blaze spreads. But they contain it, extinguish the flames. The ship limps into port. Qatar's defense ministry confirms the attack. Iranian drone, deliberate strike, in Qatari waters. An act of war against a country that's been trying to stay neutral. But Qatar wasn't the only target. The UAE, Fujairah, an oil processing facility. Critical infrastructure for Gulf energy exports. Iranian drones swarm in. Multiple impacts. Explosions rock the complex. Fire breaks out. 3 people injured. Indian citizens working at the plant. The facility goes offline. Production stops. Regional energy markets spike. UAE air defenses scramble. They've been intercepting Iranian attacks for days. Missiles, drones, wave after wave. This is the 2nd consecutive day of strikes, but it's not just Qatar and the UAE. Kuwait. Infrastructure targeted. Power stations, water desalination plants. The things that keep a desert country alive. Iranian drones attacking vital facilities. Kuwait's air defense responds, intercepts waves of drones, but some get through. Damage reported. Details still emerging, but the message is clear. Iran just attacked 3 U.S. allies in one day. Let me explain why this is the stupidest thing Iran could have done. For weeks, Iran's been fighting the United States, attacking U.S. ships, launching missiles at U.S. destroyers, testing the blockade. That's a war between Iran and America. 2 sides, clear lines. The world can stay on the sidelines. But attacking Qatar, the UAE, and Kuwait? That changes everything. These aren't combatants. They're bystanders. Gulf states that host U.S. forces but haven't directly attacked Iran. Countries that have been trying to mediate, trying to find a diplomatic solution. Iran just told them, your neutrality doesn't matter. We'll hit you anyway. And now those 3 countries have to respond. They can't ignore attacks on their territory. Can't let Iranian drones strike their infrastructure without consequences. Iran just created 3 new enemies. 3 more countries that will support U.S. military action. 3 more reasons for the international community to back American strikes. But here's what makes this even worse for Iran. These attacks show desperation. Think about it. Iran can't break the U.S. blockade, can't sink American destroyers, can't stop the economic strangulation. So what do? Attack softer targets. Countries with less advanced defenses. Places where Iranian drones might actually get through. It's the move of a losing side. When you can't hurt your actual enemy, you lash out at everyone around them. And it's working about as well as you'd expect. Qatar, the UAE, and Kuwait all have defense agreements with the United States. Attack them and you're attacking U.S. interests. You're giving America more justification for retaliation. Iran's not expanding the war strategically. They're expanding it out of frustration. The timing tells you everything. This happened on May 10th, days after the U.S. destroyed IRGC facilities on May 7th. Days after U.S. jets disabled Iranian tankers on May 6th and 8th. Iran's losing, badly. The blockade is strangling their economy. U.S. strikes are destroying their military infrastructure, and they can't do anything about it. So they lash out. Attack U.S. allies. Hope it creates pressure on Washington. Hope it splits the coalition. But it does the opposite. Because now Qatar, the UAE, and Kuwait aren't mediators anymore. They're victims, and victims want justice. The UAE has been intercepting Iranian missiles and drones for days. They've shown remarkable restraint, but patience has limits. How many times can Iran attack your territory before you stop trying to broker peace and start demanding retaliation? Kuwait's infrastructure is under attack. Power stations, water plants, the basics of survival in a desert climate. How long before Kuwait says enough and opens their bases to full U.S. military operations? Qatar just had a ship attacked in their own waters. Iranian aggression in Qatari territory. How long before Qatar stops hosting peace talks and starts hosting bomber wings? Iran thinks they're being clever, spreading the pain, making everyone feel the cost of the blockade. But they're actually uniting their enemies. Before May 10th, this was America's war. The U.S. Navy enforcing a blockade, U.S. jets striking Iranian facilities, other countries watching from the sidelines. Now it's everyone's war, because Iran made it everyone's war. And here's the part Iran didn't think through. These Gulf states have militaries, modern air forces, advanced weapons, and now they have justification to use them. The UAE has F-16s, F-35s on order, one of the best equipped air forces in the region. Qatar hosts Al Udeid Air Base, the largest U.S. air base in the Middle East. Thousands of American personnel, dozens of aircraft. Kuwait has been a U.S. ally since the Gulf War. American forces stationed there for decades, trained, equipped, ready. Iran just gave all of them reasons to join the fight, not as mediators, as combatants. This is what desperation looks like. When you're losing, and you know you're losing, and you can't figure out how to stop losing, so you make it worse. You expand the war. You attack everyone around you. You hope chaos creates opportunity. But chaos doesn't create opportunity for the losing side. It creates opportunity for the winning side. The United States now has 3 more countries asking for protection, 3 more allies demanding action, 3 more reasons to strike Iran harder. And Iran? Iran has 3 more enemies, 3 more countries that will support sanctions, 3 more governments that will cheer when U.S. bombs fall on IRGC facilities. The coalition against Iran just got bigger, stronger, more motivated, all because Iran couldn't accept their losing. Here's what happens next. The U.S. will respond. Maybe not immediately, but definitely. Because you can't attack U.S. allies and expect no consequences. You can't strike Qatari ships, UAE infrastructure, and Kuwaiti utilities without America reacting. The question isn't if the U.S. responds, it's how hard. More IRGC facilities destroyed? More Iranian ships disabled? Strikes on the launch sites for these drones? All of the above, and probably more, because Iran just gave the U.S. exactly what it needed. Justification, allied support, international backing. Before May 10th, some countries were questioning the blockade, asking if it was too aggressive, wondering if diplomacy should get more time. Now, Iran just showed everyone why the blockade is necessary, why Iran can't be trusted, why military pressure is the only language Tehran understands. This is what a fatal mistake looks like. Not a tactical error, not a miscalculation, a strategic disaster. Iran attacked 3 U.S. allies in one day, made 3 new enemies, united the Gulf states against them, gave America more reasons to strike. And for what? A burning ship, a damaged oil facility, some infrastructure hits. Iran gained nothing and lost everything. The coalition against them is stronger. The justification for strikes is clearer. The international support for the blockade is solid, all because Iran got desperate, got frustrated, got stupid. May 10th, 2026. The day Iran attacked Qatar, the UAE, and Kuwait. The day they turned bystanders into enemies. The day they made a fatal mistake. And the U.S. is going to make them pay for it.